Okay, let's discuss about fractions. What is a fraction? A number expressed in P by Q form is called as fraction. Anything that has numerator part divided by denominator part, that is called as fraction, where both P and Q are positive integers. Okay, so it is, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of the fraction? The meaning of the fraction is the P has to be divided by Q. It is nothing but, if you have one fruit and if you want to divide that one fruit to 3 people, then each person will get 1/3 part of fruit. 1/3 part of fruit. This concept is called as fraction. And how to name it? You can call it as 1/2 or 1 divided by 2. That means that 1 is given to 2 people. So each person will get 1/2 part. That's the meaning of this. So it's not an integer, it's a fraction. In other words, it is called as a rational number. There where it is only the part of something has to be divided. Let's classify the types of fractions here. The first type is called simple fraction, where the numerator part is not power of 10. If it is not power of 10 is 10, 100, 1000. If it is not that power of 10, then we call it as simple fraction. Example is 7/9, 2/3, 4/7. If the denominator part is in power of 10, 10 is called as decimal. Deci means 10. So that's why it is called decimal fraction. If it is in power of 10, we call it as decimal fraction. So whatever fraction it is, the procedures are same. So we don't need to by heart this whether it is decimal fraction or simple fraction. The procedure is same. But just for naming purpose, we say if it is 10 and power of 10, we call it as decimal fraction. And if it is not power of 10, it is called simple fraction. And this is very important, proper fraction. If numerator part is less than denominator part, then we call it as proper fraction. Because the fraction itself means the lower value has to be distributed between higher value. So then only we call it as fraction. That's why we call this as a proper fraction. So proper fraction is numerator less than denominator. And improper fraction, it is if numerator is more than denominator, then we call it as improper fraction because it is not in proper fraction form. So the improper fraction forms has to be converted into proper fraction. See the example of 7/4, 8/4. Both numerator part is greater than denominator. Let's see some more types of fractions. Here we have mixed fraction. It is a combination of both integer and proper fraction. So here 3 is an integer, 1/3 is a proper fraction, and combination of these two is called as mixed fraction. Okay. Now we have like fraction. When we have 2 or more fractions whose denominator is same, then we call them as like fractions. Like here denominator is 9, then these two are called as like fractions. Similarly, unlike fractions, if 2 or more fractions whose denominator is not same, then they are called as unlike fractions. Here 7/9, 3/7, here 9 and 7 are different. Here, if you observe it carefully, we bother more on denominator part than numerator part in fractions. If denominators are same, then it is easy for us to do the calculation of fractions, everything. Okay. Now let's see how to improve this improper fraction to mixed fraction conversion. Okay. So if the question is improper fraction, it is always very easy to convert mixed fraction. Why we have to convert to mixed fraction is there is a special advantage of that. What is that? I'll tell you. Okay. First, let's see how to convert this 10/3, which is improper fraction because numerator is greater than denominator, to mixed fraction. We'll do with help of division method. What is the division method? 10. If you divide by 3, so 3 3s are 9. You got remainder 1. You know already. This is divisor. This is quotient. This is remainder. This is dividend. So this improper fraction, now to convert it into mixed fraction, what we have to write is right here quotient, remainder divided by divisor. In this example, this quotient is 3, remainder is 1, and divisor is 3. So this is mixed fraction. What is the advantage of mixed fraction is we can separate this integer part and fraction part separately. 3 1/3 can be written as 3 plus 1/3. So this division will make it more easy for you for calculation purpose. So there is an advantage of mixed fraction. So whenever we have improper fraction, convert them into mixed fraction and separate this mixed fraction separately. This will make the calculation part very easy. Let us see how to compare two fractions or how to do arithmetic operations with fractions. So the primary rule and basic rule for to do any arithmetic operation on fractions is both denominators has to be same. If it's not same, make them as same. Then only all the arithmetic operations or comparisons are possible with fractions. Say, let's take an example. So we have here 1 by 3 and here 7 by 4. In order to compare these two or do arithmetic operations on these two fractions, first check denominator part. As I told you already, here fractions more emphasis is on denominator part. Okay? So here we have 3, here we have 4. So in order to make them both same, what we have to do is multiply here 4 and divide and multiply with 4 on this side and divide and multiply with 3 on this side. What happens here? 1 4s are 4, divided by 3 4s are 12. 7 3s are 21, divided by 4 3s are 12. Now these denominators got same. So in many books or many textbooks, normally what they say, whenever you have to make them as same, take the LCM of this 3 and 4 and multiply this LCM on divide and multiply with LCM on both sides. But my logic is, so your aim is to make them same. That's it. Not LCM and no need to go for another brackets. So here, now as these two are same, denominator same, next try to do the operations on these two. If you want to operate on addition, you can do operation on addition. If you want to do subtraction, you can do subtraction now. If you want to compare, you can compare now. Okay? So whatever operations you want to do it here, first make the denominators same. Okay? Now as denominator same, now we can compare which is higher now, 4 or 21. 21 is higher. So like this we can identify very easily. Why I am interested in this method is, see, take example of 1 by 2 and 1 by 4 here. So the traditional method normally, not to make the denominator same, what we have to take LCM of 2 and 4. But what I suggest is, here we have 4 denominator, here we have 2. So what is the rule for us? We have to make denominator same. In order to make same 4 here, if I multiply 2 on denominator part and numerator part, the denominator part gets 4, that's both get same. So it is 2 by 4 now, 1 by 4 now, denominators are same. So the aim is to make denominator same. The method whatever you are following is depends upon you, whether you are taking LCM or not. But I don't suggest to go for LCM. Only go for logical reasoning with it. Make them same. How to make them same? Multiply with 2 and divide with 2. Though you cancel it, it doesn't make much difference. Now this and same. So this is a way of doing arithmetic operations or comparisons for this fraction part. Let's take another example. Here the denominators are different, so we cannot do addition directly. So first we have to make the denominator same. So here highest denominator is 8. So we have to make this denominator as 8. What we have to do here, not to make it here, multiply with 2 and divide with 2. And here, not to make it 8, multiply with 4 and divide with 4. Now this becomes 6 by 8 plus 4 by 8 plus 7 by 8. Now all denominators are same. Now as denominators are same, we can keep common denominator and we can add 6 plus 4 plus 7, which is equal to 17 by 8. So the here logic is, whatever is there here, whatever is not here, try to make achieve this digit with the help of some arithmetic operation, and that will make you to think better of fractions. Let's see another example here. 2 by 3 plus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 6. Here we have 3, here we have 6. Now to make this both same, I will multiply 2 here. Okay, now this becomes 4 by 6 and I write this here plus 4 by 6 plus, write this term here, now 1 by 7. It becomes as denominators are same, now we can add numerators, which is nothing but 5 by 6 plus 1 by 7. Now in order to add these two fractions, your denominators must be same. So here we have 6, here we have 7. So normal procedure is taking LCM for the 6 and 7 doing something. Instead of that, whatever is here, you multiply with here. Whatever is here, you multiply with here. And divide and multiply here, divide and multiply here. Then you will get the answer. Then 6 is here. So divide with 6 and multiply with 6. Divide with 7 and multiply with 7. Now both denominators are same. 6 7 ja, 6 7 ja. Now both gets 42. That is 35 by 42 plus 6 by 42, which is equal to 41 by 40. There was a question with like this, like one side you have mixed fraction, one side we have improper fraction. How to do this? So first convert this improper fraction to mixed fraction with the help of this division method. 4 is 4, remainder 3. So it is 1 3 by 4 for this 7 by 4, and here it is 1 4 1 by 3. Now separate this integer part and fraction part, that is 4 plus 1 by 3, 1 plus 3 by 4. Now integers can be added directly, that is nothing but 5. Now for these fractions, 1 by 3 plus 3 by 4. So here 3 is there, here 4 is the denominators are not same. Now to make them same, we have to multiply and divide with 4 here. We have to multiply and divide with 3 here. Now it becomes 5 plus 4 plus 9 divided by 12, 5 plus 13 divided by 12. Again, this mixed fraction can be combined, written as 5 13 by 12.
My channel Connecting Minds. For more videos, please share link with your friends. Thank you.